What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Today is what, January 3rd, 2021, 2:49 p.m. Central Standard Time in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm just out and about on a nice, beautiful Sunday day. Very beautiful Sunday. Just rolling a little bit. Just rolling a little bit. Listening to some tunes, tunes on the my music app. Kind of old school shit. Let me see what else. Now I talk a little bit about what's the sister's name? The doctor that was killed. They allowed her to die in like that in Indiana hospital. Dr. Susan, I think. What's her name? Dr.Susan Moore. I think that's her name. Let me look it up. But anyway, yeah. What happened? That was really really jacked up, man. How they did. That sister, man. She was. She said that they were neglecting her and shit. Cause she did a video. She made a video before her passing, and in the video she explained how the doctors, nurses were basically just neglecting her and not giving her the necessary medication. She had COVID, came down with the COVID, and let me see if I can look it up. Black doctor that was neglected. Yeah, so yeah, here we go. Black doctor dies. But yeah, she had the COVID, and they refused to give her the necessary medication. And yeah, Dr. Susan Moore dies of COVID after complaining of racism at Indiana hospital. So I guess it was first reported on back in like December 25th. So what Dr. Susan was saying is that one of the, I guess, doctors or nurses, a male doctor, I think it's a male doctor or nurse, she said that, okay, I quote, "He made me feel like a drug addict." Dr. Susan Moore said, accusing a white doctor of downplaying her complaints of pain and suggesting she should be discharged. She said that they basically was trying to get her up out of the hospital. Get the hell out of here. I don't like the way this cat is looking. I'm a little bit unsavory. But yeah, man, so what she was saying is that they was basically trying to get her up out of the hospital, and she was not fit to leave. You know what I'm saying? And it's this common practice when it comes to black people, man. You know what I'm saying? It's common practice. I mean, they treat us unfairly, whenever we're in hospitals in this country. They don't treat black people with any ounce of dignity, man, for the most part, And we've always had a disturbing history when it comes to medical attention in this country. Black folks, we've always had like a negative relationship with doctors, particularly white doctors in this country, and maybe other non-black doctors too. Like some Indian doctors or Chinese doctors or whatever. So I do strongly believe that black folks, black people, particularly black Americans, we really need to focus on sending our kids to school. We really should emphasize the importance of medical technology, medical science, because we need more black doctors. We definitely need more black lawyers and judges, because we're under attack. It's a war on the black race in this country, but not just in this country, but throughout the world. So we need, in order for us to truly receive true justice, in this country, we're gonna need more black judges, more black lawyers, in order for us to basically receive a semblance of justice, of equality. There are numerous reports where they have allowed black people to suffer in these hospitals, those who've contracted COVID. A lot of times, they could have treated them. There's reports of people, and also there's reports of people just dying, not of COVID. They could die of other things, other complications, but they're blaming it on COVID. But there are cases where there are or have been people, black folks with the COVID, and some survived, and those that survived, they explained how they were basically not given the proper treatment and how they were neglected in comparison to their white counterparts. So it is medical apartheid, man. Like Harriet Washington in her book Medical Apartheid, it basically just it describes the history that the medical community have had with us, with black people, with black Americans. They have neglected us so many times. They've allowed black people to die. They've stolen black people's organs. They have just done some heinous shit to black people in this country, man. And they wonder why black people are so, not really so eager to trust this fucking system, because it's very, very evil. It's diabolical, man. So yeah, it's fucked up. So what happened to Dr. Susan Moore was just, that's just one case, and like in Harriet Washington's book Medical Apartheid, you got to go back to the Tuskegee experiments when they were purposely injecting black subjects with the syphilis, and they would not give them the penicillin. They would just allow the syphilis to wreak havoc on their bodies, and they would just sit back and just watch, like using them as, like test dummies, kind of like, and then they would do autopsies and see how it really affected their internal organs and shit. So it's fucked up, man. It's really fucked up, and I hope that sisters, Dr. Susan Moore's family sued its fucking hospital for negligence, racism, and I heard that hospital is that town, specifically that town, is one of the worstest fucking places to be for black people in the state of Indiana. Indiana is a racist ass state. Well, this entire fucking nation is racist. I'm trying to remember, is Indiana the place, the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan, or is it Kentucky? It might be Indiana. But yeah, man, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. How they treat black people in this country. So we definitely have to focus on. We just have to know that we're in a war in this country, man, as black people. And we have to emphasize the importance of education. We have to send our kids to school. We got to really make them hit the books, man. Because like I said, we're in desperate need of more doctors and nurses and, biochemists and biologists, doctors, lawyers, judges, engineers, we got enough athletes and shit. We do have enough athletes. We don't need any more athletes, rappers, and all that shit. Not saying that, that we should do away with rapping or, or athletics. I just think that we need to emphasize more on education, in terms of, like, say, in a medical field and the field of politics and law and all that shit, law and order. We need more black cops too, good black cops, because there are some black cops, they're rotten as hell. They're worse, they're just as bad as the white evil counterparts, simply because they're black and you treat your people like shit. That makes you worse than the racist ass white cops. So we do need good black cops. We need, like I said, we just need to we need a complete overhaul, in terms of academics, in a black society, in terms of leadership, and in terms of we just need to focus more on academics, man. And it's cool to play sports, but our primary focus should be on medical technology, you know, engineering and stuff like that. And we definitely need more black hospitals. We need all this money we got, you know, all these black folks with money. Why don't they just donate? I mean, just basically just put money together and just open up a fucking hospital for black people. Just hire specifically more black doctors. I'm not saying you shouldn't hire white doctors or Asians or Chinese or whatever doctors, but 90% of the doctors or the medical staff should be black. We need to implement this, you know, this ideal, you know, all over the nation and then throughout the world. So with that, I'm gonna end this video. It's a pretty long one. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. God bless.